I'm approaching my 25th anniversary of being in a wheelchair. When I was 27, I was shot with a small caliber handgun. It hit me in the spinal cord. It left me a quadriplegic. Unfortunately, where I'm from, gun violence is not uncommon. I grew up in Chicago, inner city. My father really wasn't around much, so my mom mostly raised us on her own. She did the best she could, but it was a constant struggle. When I was 19, I married my high school sweetheart, and we had a daughter, Brianna. We were married probably 3 years, and then got divorced. My daughter was everything to me, so I did whatever I could to support her. But one day, my whole world turned upside down. There was 2 guys waiting for me as I come home. One guy crosses the street, comes to my car, tells me to get out, I got a gun. I was being carjacked, but being a young guy from the inner city, that didn't scare me much. I thought maybe I can grab him and get away from the situation. But I got shot, and it was instant paralysis from the chest down. Once I'm in the hospital, the doctor told me, now you gotta start over. Accept the fact that you're not gonna walk again. Accept the fact that your hands will never work again the same. So that was tough. But I'm happy that I went through everything because it made me who I am. It's just harder, but it's okay. This is what I go through every day. Like, you ready? I'm considered a quadriplegic because my injury affected all 4 of my limbs.
How long does getting ready take in the morning?
I give myself usually about an hour to get ready before I go somewhere. Maybe 2, depending on the importance of it. I could only feel half of my arm because of the injury. I can, however, move my legs a little bit still, but not enough to walk. I was shot in my spinal cord, so I have atrophy in my hand, so I don't have that muscle to close it, so I can't grab so many things. And I got leg spasms because of the shortening of tendons in the legs. When you get injured, it's a new birth. And as I adjusted, I started to look for ways to be active again. I was introduced to wheelchair rugby, and it turned everything around for me. I eventually made the USA team and started to play internationally for about 4 years. I've been to probably 10 different countries: India, Argentina, Denmark, Switzerland. Then I went to Brazil, and I fell in love with the place. I really did. After playing there several years, I took on a coaching role, so I became fluent in Portuguese. And I found it to be much easier to meet and date people in Brazil than here in the United States. In my experience, the attitude in the States towards guys in wheelchairs, it's like they're just like last resort. But Brazilian women, they're much more open to disability. So I've had several relationships in Brazil. But after a few devastating breakups and even a failed marriage, I started thinking that maybe real love just wasn't in the cards for me. But then I met Ingrid. Now, this time it's gonna be different. She's 32 years old, single mom from Tocantins. Ingrid and I have been talking for the last 2 years. We talk daily, and we just hit it off right away.
Oi, meu bem. Bom dia. Tô com saudade de você. Beijo.
I think I chose very wrong in the past, but she is totally different. She's funny, she's caring, she's mature, and she's gorgeous. Blonde, curvy. I feel that our relationship is escalating by the minute. There's definitely a chance that Ingrid could be the one. Actually, I want her to be the one. I don't want to keep living life without her. So after 2 long years, we decided it was time. And in 1 week, I'll be going to Brazil. My nerves are twisted, my stomach's turning. I'm excited, I'm anxious. Can't wait to see Ingrid for the first time. Breathe the same air, hug her, kiss her. I'm ready to go. Ingrid has no idea what all this entails. What I go through in the morning, she will. Ingrid obviously knows that I'm in a wheelchair, but she doesn't know details, bathroom stuff, sexual stuff. She's never really asked me about it, which surprises me. But maybe she's trying to comfort me, not make me feel out of place. I don't want to overwhelm by saying too much. What's even more of a concern for me is that there's a lot of things that she still doesn't know about my past, and it's possible when I go there, things might be a little too heavy for her. And that would be devastating to me. In 1 week, I'm flying out to Brazil to meet my girlfriend, Ingrid, in person. E estou bem ansioso. Ela está bem linda, muito inteligente e é a melhor coisa que aconteceu comigo.
What up, boys? What up, what up?
I've been to Brazil several times, but this time definitely feels different because I could be meeting the one. I have so much nervous energy about meeting Ingrid. So I'm glad to get some of it out in one last rugby practice before I leave.
Yep. Brian. Twist it, twist it. Get it going, here it comes. Nice. Push, push, push. Beat that, beat that, beat that low, beat that low, beat low, beat low.
Wheelchair rugby's giving me everything. At first, I was scared of it, you know? I thought, I'm already in a wheelchair and I don't need to break my neck again. I said, no way. This isn't for me.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
But as the years went on and you get better at it and you get stronger and then put you back to normalcy.
Ow! Score.
Oh my God.
Come on in, Lou. What's up? Lightning! Good stuff, boys. So this is my last practice for a while, guys. I'm going to Brazil next week.
Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm very excited.
Are you gonna check out the rainforest while you're there?
No, hopefully not. I don't want to be stuck in no damn rainforest with no wheelchair.
So you plan on having sex when you go over there?
Yeah, but we haven't talked about nothing like Viagra and all that other stuff. Because
You should never tell them.
my man.
First impressions
My
is
man.
everything.
I put a Viagra under a pillow. I put a Viagra under an alarm clock. I put a Viagra in the room.
Santa
Because
Claus.
you never know, because when you get in a situation, you might be on the couch and long from that Viagra like, oh,
For me, I'll still get an erection.
do you finish?
No, thank God. I
You
don't.
don't?
Thank God.
I do ejaculate, but I get a crazy-ass headache. And then my hands clench up. Yeah, because that blood rushes through to the brain and bam, it pops off in the brain.
Sex with a person in a wheelchair is different in a lot of ways. Some guys can get an erection without Viagra and keep. Some guys can and can't keep. I get the erection, it stays, Viagra helps. But if you associate pleasure with ejaculating, that's really not it for us. If we do ejaculate, we get a severe headache, spasms in our hands, sometimes can be even aneurysm, causing an aneurysm. So it's kind of scary even to ejaculate now. Sex isn't always straightforward, but hopefully things go smoothly with Ingrid because you don't want to mess too many of those situations up. If it's frustrating and aggravating, they're not gonna stick around.
Was she shocked when you told her that you were in a wheelchair?
No, she's good people, man. I mean, for me, she seems good people.
Has she mentioned to others about, like, your wheelchair and, like, her friends and that?
I know she talked to her mom about meeting somebody. I don't know, wheelchairs in there. Other than that, I don't think she told anybody about me.
Recently, I was talking to Ingrid, and it became clear to me that she hasn't told her family much about me. Você falou de mim para seu pai, alguma coisa?
Não, não comentei de você pro meu pai.
Nada. Tu tem vergonha de mim? Por cadeira, alguma coisa?
Não,
né?
não.
Probably all of them are gonna be thinking, what the hell is this guy doing there? Or,
Are you gonna be nervous?
no, not so much. I'm not to be so
Show them
nervous.
that what you can do, that, you know, just
Right,
because
go
you're in a
work,
wheelchair
go play
doesn't mean you
rugby.
you sit home all the
Right,
time.
it's
You mean
not
you
game
can do
over.
everything.
Right.
So,
It does feel strange for me going to a place to meet somebody that I care a lot about, and then to feel that maybe she's hiding my disability or something, or maybe embarrassed of that. I have strong feelings for her, but I can't be with someone who's ashamed to be with me. So I really hope that's not the case. I got some gifts for Ingrid's boys. I don't know who's gonna grab what yet, but we'll let them figure it out. Today is the day I'm going to Brazil. Me and Ingrid will be meeting for the first time. That's a nervous feeling that it comes over me even saying that, because there's a lot of pressure. I mean, she could be the one. Well, I'm going to Tocantins, right? The state of Tocantins, and I'm pretty sure that this place is a little remote, maybe dirt streets, no sidewalks. It's gonna be a challenge every turn, I'm sure. Traveling on a plane for wheelchair users, it's a challenge, no doubt. But I've traveled so much with rugby over the years that I'm used to it. What's more of a concern for me is that even though I've been to Brazil so many times, I've never been to a place as remote as where Ingrid lives. And that from what I know, it's not gonna be easy for me to get around. I'm a little nervous about it, but the good thing is I'll have Ingrid there to help me and guide me. Hello.
hey.
So let's do it.
My daughter Brianna's driving me to the airport. We have really good friendship. We have a really good bond. She's seen my struggles and what I went through, and I know she has her concerns about Ingrid. So I'm really grateful that she's helped me out today.
Okay. I'm gonna put my foot in. You're gonna push my back forward. So you don't gotta lift me up. Good.
Oh, jeez.
Done. I'm in.
Okay.
You remembered how the wheels off and all that?
The wheels part I remember. Yeah. So who's gonna help you with all of this? Have you explained this? Does Ingrid know? Well, have
I'll
you
be
like?
giving her a class.
How do you feel about going back to Brazil?
I was very excited this morning. Now I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous? Do you think it's because like you're tired of going? Just trying to do this like again and again and like with different people and like it's tiring?
This is not my first time going to Brazil for love. And even before I started going to Brazil, my relationship history was pretty tumultuous. I've been married 4 times. 3 have been American, and 1 was Brazilian. I also had several relationships in Brazil, including a few failed engagements. And most of these women were quite a bit younger than me. Ingrid is also 20 years my junior, so I know Brianna thinks I'm just repeating history. But I really think Ingrid is different than the others.
It's definitely tiring, draining emotionally, but I want somebody to share life with.
Okay, but why is she the one?
You know, she's not out there asking for money. That's already different in its own way. She got 2 kids and she's been through some struggle. She knows how it is. I don't think the other ones have had that life experience. So I think life experience is really important. So I feel like I'm on the right track.
Okay, but so I just want to make sure you're not going there with the expectation of getting engaged. You don't have a ring with you.
No, you're safe on that. But,
There is a but. And
well, I'm not
What's the
gonna
but?
promise. I can't promise anything. I can't, because if I do fall head over heels and everything kicks off 100 degrees, what am I, I promised my daughter I'm not gonna, and there goes everything.
I just don't want you to rush things again.
Perfect. I'll hold this. You grab the wheels.
I'm used to my dad going to Brazil, and it's become kind of like a family joke because we don't really know if he's gonna come back with a new person or be engaged. He moves fast, he follows hard, And I'm worried that what are the reasons that she has for dating him? She's only 2 years older than me, and I can't see a world where I would be dating a 51-year-old. So I just hope that my dad's not Ingrid's ticket to give her kids a better life and to give her a better life, because he's so much more than that.
I'm glad we had a chance to talk. I heard what you had to say.
Yeah.
And I have messed up and done things wrong in the past. I just need you guys to trust me. I need you to trust me that I'll be okay. Dear God, love you.
I love you too.
My ultimate goal for this trip is to make it the last.
All right, kid, I love you.
Bye.
I'm getting older. It's a lot for me. In a wheelchair, going over there. I'm ready to find a partner who's gonna be there for me and spend the rest of our lives together. I can't keep searching. She has to be the one.
Butterflies are in the stomach. Things are getting real. Just gotta get there now.
There's still so much that Ingrid has to learn about how I live with my disability. I'm worried about whether or not she'll accept me for who I am. And on top of that, Ingrid doesn't even know the whole story of how I ended up in a wheelchair in the first place. My carjacking was not some random event. There's a lot more to the story. I know I need to tell Ingrid about my past. I just hope she can handle it.
I just can't stop thinking of Ingrid, of what we're gonna do, how it's gonna be. Crazy. My nerves are just so... Be okay.